Every story begins with a spark of wonder.
Hello everyone, and welcome. Get comfy because today we have a wonderful old story from Japan to share with you. It's a tale all about a dreamer, a mountain, and some very, very magical frogs.
So our story begins way back in old Japan, and it's about a young man named Kikuzaburō. You see, Kikuzaburō wasn't a bad guy, not at all. He was just, well, a bit of a dreamer. He absolutely loved to spend his days just enjoying the world around him. Listening to birds, napping by streams. The only little problem? This very relaxing life meant he hardly ever had any money. And, well, you can probably guess what happened. Pretty soon, Kikuzaburō was in so much trouble with debt that he had to make a really, really tough choice. He had to think about selling the one thing he didn't want to.
He decided he had to sell the thing he loved most in the whole world, his mountain. With a really heavy heart, he walked there one last time just to say goodbye to the peaceful valley and the gentle stream that he loved so much.
The sounds of the water splashing and all the frogs singing their songs, well, it was so calming. His eyes started to get heavy, and he began to drift off to sleep right there on the riverbank.
But right then, just as he was about to fall completely asleep, something truly magical happened.
He felt a little tap on his shoulder. Kikuzaburō's eyes fluttered open, and he saw a wise, kind-looking old man standing right there beside him.
The old man begged him. He explained that if the mountain was sold, the new owners would cut down all the trees, and without the shade from the trees, the stream would dry up in the hot sun, and all the frogs, well, they would lose their home forever.
Wow. Kikuzaburō was just stunned. He really, really needed the money. But could he really be the reason all those little frogs lost their beautiful home? What do you think you would do?
Kikuzaburō listened to his heart, and he made his choice. So let's see how this incredible act of kindness was returned to him.
That's right, he decided the frog's home was way more important than any amount of money. He went straight home and sold all of his other treasures, his furniture, his scrolls, absolutely everything, until he had paid back every last coin he owed.
After selling everything he owned, there was only one single thing left in his entire house, a simple, blank folding screen.
He was poor, sure, but for the first time in a very long time, his heart was totally at peace. He drifted off to sleep, surrounded by what sounded like a beautiful thank you chorus from all the kajika frogs. When he woke up the next morning, he noticed something a little strange. There was a trail of tiny, wet footprints leading from his porch all the way across the floor, right up to his pillow.
His plain white screen, it wasn't plain and white anymore. In its place was the most breathtaking ink painting of frogs playing and jumping and singing in a mountain stream. It looked so real, you could almost hear them croaking. Well, as you can imagine, word of the magical frog screen spread like wildfire. Everybody wanted to see this incredible painting that seemed to be alive. People came from all over Japan just to look at it. One very rich man was so amazed that he offered Kikuzaburō 1,000 gold pieces for the screen. That's a fortune! But this time, Kikuzaburō knew what was really valuable. He understood that the screen was a gift, a thank you from his friends, the frogs. It was a reminder of his promise, and he would never, ever sell it. And that gift from the frogs? It inspired Kikuzaburō and changed his whole life. He stopped being lazy and became a very hardworking man. And you know what? He found real happiness in his work and lived a long, full, and happy life, always cherishing his magical gift. After many, many happy years, Kikuzaburō passed away as a peaceful old man. And from that day on, something strange started to happen. The beautiful ink painting on the screen began to fade, just a little by little, until one day, it was just a plain white screen once again. The painting may have vanished, but the kindness that Kikuzaburō showed the frogs, that lives on in their beautiful songs. And they say if you ever visit that stream in Japan, you can still hear them singing today. And that is the story of the frog's magic folding screen. We really hope you enjoyed this tale. Thank you for watching the Old Japanese Fairy Tales channel. We look forward to having you with us again.